Welcome to this episode of JT's Truth. And today I'm going to give you my opinion of the state of America today. Oh yes, we're going to look at tribalism. What is tribalism? How does it affect everybody? What is the purpose of it, right? And it's very weird whenever you say tribalism inside of a country, but it is the truth. We do have our own groups that we're in. You might have men and women. You might have whites and other colors, right? Black, Hispanic, Asians. For some reason, whites always have to be over here by themselves because we're the enemy, and these other tribes have to fight against their enemy, right? That's tribalism. Transgender, homosexual, straight, all these little labels, all these labels are putting people into different tribes. You can be part of more than one tribe. So, but the overall purpose of this is to control you. And what do I mean by that? Well, let's say you are a religious person, right? Well, let's take religion, Christianity in America, right? You have Catholics, Baptist, Methodist, Episcopalian, Mormon, all these different Christian groups, right? Christian religious doctrines. Each one of those is a tribe, right? Methodists believe a little different than Catholic. Catholic a little different from Baptist. Everybody has their little thing. And Catholics don't want their people to go to the Baptist. Baptists don't want their people to go to the Methodists or the Mormons or the Church of Jesus Christ, or all these other things. They want to keep them in their little tribe. Now, you can say it could be because they're trying to control them. You can say it's because they want the best for them. Whatever excuse you want, doesn't matter. Even in Christianity, there's tribes. Different tribes, different things. Now, in America, we have the same thing, right? Straight, gay, white, black, Hispanic, Asian, men, women, political parties. You have Democrats, Republicans. Everybody's in their own little groups. Everybody has to be part of these little groups. And then those groups have to fight each other. You have to fight each other. Why? Because if you ever come to an agreement, they can't control you. If you ever come to a conclusion that, you know what, men and women need to work together and find solutions to these problems, all of a sudden, you lose the ability to control women. You lose the ability to control men. You lose the narrative. And once you lose these things, politically, socially, however you want to say it, you lose power. That's why whenever people in power, like the leaders of the feminist movement against the leaders of the men's movement, and the leaders would lose power if there's no groups. Same thing with blacks against whites, right? Black Lives Matter would lose power if we actually came together and found solutions. So why would the people in power ever want to find solutions? Think about that. Politically, Democrats and Republicans, right? Each one has their little thing. Each one is part of a tribe. They want to get as many people in their tribes as possible because then they can control them. They're going to get their votes. Democrats, no matter how bad your person is, you're going to vote for them because Democrats, yeah. Republicans, same thing. No matter how crazy or insane your president person is, you're going to vote for him because he's a Republican. And you're part of that tribe and you've got to support him. Yay. Now, I know a lot of people can say, I don't support him, blah, 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 whatever. You can say whatever you want to publicly. I'm telling you, if you're a Republican and you're going to vote for him for president. Even if you don't really like everything he kind of does, you're going to vote for him because he's not the other guy. Same thing with Biden and the Democrats. You're going to vote for the Democrat regardless of whether he's good or not. Why? Because he's not the other guy. It's all tribalism. We will never be the United States of America as long as we allow tribalism to exist. That is my point. We have to break through these walls of tribalism and know that we're all in this together. You know, one of the things Martin Luther King, his I Have a Dream speech, right? I have a dream. One day we'll all be hand in hand, right? I don't know if that's exactly the speech, but I just know that the gist of it is we would be together. Blacks and whites, we would all be together. We live in a time that has never existed before, where everyone is free. Yes, you may say some people have it easier than others, some people this, some people that. The data, right, the analytical thing says that women don't make as much money as men. Okay, look, you're going to always be able to find where one group has it better than another group if you put people in groups. That's just the way it's going to be. Women are going to do better in nursing and medical fields, right? Whereas men's going to do better in technical and scientific and engineering and mathematical stuff, because that is how we are made. That's biologically part of what we like. Guys like things. We like cars. We like things. Women have feelings, emotions. They like to take care of things. And it's just how it is. And you say, well, we can raise them differently and they'll change. No, they really won't. We've tried that now for like 30, 40 years. I mean, trying to give everybody a participation trophy to not hurt their feelings. Okay, look, life is hard. And people need to know that from a young age that you got to work hard to be good at something to be part of the best. If you play baseball and you're not good at it and you don't enjoy it, why should you get a trophy? Oh, good, I got a trophy. But you should learn that, you know what, I'm really not good at this. And then play basketball. I'm really not good at this. Soccer. Oh, I love soccer. Soccer's great. I'm really good. I'm fast. I can kick. You found your love. But if you just give me a trophy when I'm playing baseball, I'm never going to go try soccer. Because it's fun over here, right? It's okay. Even if I'm not good, I'm still part of the team. See what I mean? But you never find your love because you never try soccer because you're over there. But if you learned at a young age that, you know what, I'm really not good at baseball, I don't really enjoy it, I'm going to try something different until I find something I love. And we really need to do that. Now you can say, well, you can just try everything, blah, blah, blah. No, you can't just try everything because there's so much to try. You have to figure out what you don't like in order to find out what you like. So we really need to get rid of that, in my opinion. Again, just my opinion. Men need to be men. Period. The end. Now, what I mean by men, I mean guys. Straight men. We have a role to play in this world. Oh my goodness, how dare you speak of that? It doesn't matter. We have a role to play in this world. We are the ones that are going to do the jobs that are going to kill us. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's been since the beginning of time. You want to know why? Because one guy can have hundreds of babies a year with hundreds of different women. You can procreate and keep the species going. Women can only have one baby a year, basically. I know, a few months different, but still. So women don't do the jobs that are going to kill them. It's just how it is. Men, I'm sorry, our lives are not as, I don't want to say important, but our lives are not as valuable as women's, because we don't really help the species improve and move on as much as women do. Women take care of everything. So I know people are going to be really mad, things I say, but that's okay. So what we need to do, we need to stop tribalism. Stop listening to people in power. Stop listening to leaders. Stop allowing them to control you. They have an agenda. Power. Power is their agenda. Martin Luther King, he didn't become the leader of the civil rights movement to get power. If you notice everything he did, it wasn't so that he can get famous. It wasn't so he can become rich. It wasn't so it can benefit him. He didn't care about that. All he cared about was his people, his people, the American people, and society as a whole. And that's what he talked about. He talked about bettering people. He never talked about how he wants things better for him, how you need to support him, send him money so that he can help you. I don't see any of that ever happening. But today's world, any kind of leader will tell you, hey, support us, send us money, donate to us, and we are going to fight some sort of evil, right? Doesn't matter, gay rights movement, doesn't matter, black rights movements, women's, doesn't matter. If you'll notice, leaders in those groups will always ask you to send them money, will always ask you to follow them, will always ask you to give them the power to speak for you. So anyway, that is this episode of JT's Truth. We have to stop tribalism. We have to stop it. I don't think we should have any political parties. I think everyone should just be independent. We can have 2 different political parties, but everyone should just be independent, and we should choose the best leader for the country. There shouldn't be, well, he's a Democrat, I'm going to vote for the Democrat. He's a Republican, I'm going to vote for a Republican. Everyone should just be independent and just be Americans. Plain and simple. That's the only way you're going to stop tribalism, is to think for yourself and be an individual. Thank you for watching. This is JT.